radio for Busan 친구 talk. Hey, long time no see.
Long time no see.
Yeah.
Yes, I saw you yesterday.
Oh, you're not supposed to tell our listeners that.
Okay, it's a secret. Don't tell people that.
No,
That's
we all
a
know.
secret.
Yeah. We work together on Tuesday evenings.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
for a
Also on
different
Tuesday
thing.
evenings.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
But
anyway, we're here now.
For
and
this
that's
show,
what's
a long
important.
time no see.
Yes.
Jeez, Melissa.
It's been a full week.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you miss me?
I saw you yesterday, but
that was a
sure.
long
yes.
pause.
Yes. I mean, I saw.
This is 방송 사고 every day.
Yes. Missed you so terribly. I almost forgot what you looked like.
Yikes.
Yeah.
We had Remind-님 tuning in, Super Party Pooper-님 tuning in, saying, Melissa 목소리 너무 좋음. You guys were so funny.
Oh, then they will love today's topic.
Oh,
Hopefully,
yeah. All
we've
right.
got a real gem coming up.
Ooh, real cool jam or strawberry jam, whatever jam it might be. But before we go into it, let's briefly explain the segment to all our listeners.
Yes, tourists are visiting Busan in record numbers, and so with this popularity comes a lot of curiosity about all the details of life in Korea. So in this segment, we discuss the seemingly mundane parts of the average Busan resident's life and break down the ridiculous controversies surrounding them. And of course, throughout the segment, we want to hear your views.
Yes, so if you have Peg1, you can send in your messages to pound 9050 샵 9050, or for free, you can comment on our YouTube live stream or text us via Kakao Talk by searching for and adding us as a friend, 부산영어방송, because your messages could help us solve the mystery of these ridiculous issues once and for all.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
So, since we're now in peak travel season, I want to talk about Busan's most underrated tourist attractions.
Not overrated.
Underrated.
Okay.
Yes. And why they might be underrated. So we will be picking apart some online comments for these unsung gems, not only this week, but also next in a very exciting two-part summer special.
오, 왜냐하면요, 양이 너무 많기 때문에 two part로 나눈 거죠.
Yes. So listeners, I want to know, what's a place in Busan that you love but tourists either don't know or don't properly appreciate? So, David, do you have any thoughts on this?
You know, I did take a look at the script before coming in, and I did prepare some answers, but I forgot to read properly of your questioning here. I would have brought a better place. Right now, I just can't think on top of my head. But what I did prepare was tourists don't know this area very well.
Oh, yes,
So
definitely.
I want to maybe, bring this to highlight. I normally wouldn't recommend back alleys, but...
Okay. Yeah. If you're in London, back alley, no.
No, but there are some great back alleys here in Busan, including
Oh,
Jeompo
yes.
Cafe Street.
Absolutely.
Not
Love
the
it.
main ones, but the ones that are like behind.
Right.
Like they're kind of far away, but not a lot of, I would say, tourists and visitors go there because they think it's empty, but it's not. It's poppin'.
Yes.
You know, it's where all the MZs go.
Absolutely.
For the cafes
and even the MZs, they've got
Yeah.
their phones out looking at directions like, is
Yeah.
it here? Is this the
Exactly.
place? I'm also lost. If the locals are also lost, you know,
And
this is a
also,
good spot.
Another great place is if you are in the Suyong area, check out the back alleys by 광안 종합시장.
Oh.
It's a place where Busan locals know, but not a lot of tourists and visitors know.
Okay, in
Yeah.
the Suyong area.
Suyang area, 광안 종합시장. This is where a lot of the younger MZ folks kind of go out in their pajamas and slip-ons.
Nice. Authentic local
Exactly.
experience.
Yes, yes.
I love it. Yeah. There are a lot of underrated attractions, and my favorite is Cheolma.
충렬사,
I know I'm a broken record. I'm always talking about the shrine, always recommending this place.
historical places.
But it's not just underrated, it's almost unknown. I talk about Cheolma and people are like, Cheolma what? Right? Like, it's not
Yeah.
just underrated, it's totally off people's radar.
Yeah.
The first time I ever went, I rounded the corner after walking there from Dongnaeuk, and I saw how imposing the buildings were, and I was just blown away. Really inspiring. Also, the Uyeolgak part of the shrine, absolute favorite. It's dedicated to the women who were on the houses throwing the roof tiles down on the heads of the invading Japanese soldiers, right? Don't mess with Hanguk Ajuma and Halmani. Okay?
Yeah.
This is
100
what
years ago, even
the
today.
shrine reminds us, right? I love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so you also said you're going to be reading out some online comments of these places. What did tourists say about Cheolma?
Okay, I think you'll very quickly see why Cheolma is so underrated with these ridiculous comments. Buckle up. It's going to be a wild ride. Review number 1. It's a small temple. Review number 2. It's very different from the other temples I visited architecturally.
Okay.
Maybe because it's not a temple. This is not a temple.
But Cheolma, when there's a sa next to it or the end of it, it usually denotes temple.
Like Buddhist temple.
Right.
Yes, but this is not the place.
Okay.
Right?
Was
this
it like
is not. This is a shrine.
Shrine,
So
okay.
this is more of a war memorial. So you will not see, Buddhist monks or anything because it's not actually a religious, like to Buddhism,
Right.
it's not that
it's
kind
not
of
a
a
religious
place.
area, but
Yes.
it's more of a shrine memorial place to respect the people who made that place significant.
Yes,
Yeah.
right? But unfortunately, it gets worse.
Oh, no.
This person actually knew what Cheolma was, but only gave the place 3 stars, writing, "This was a nice shrine and free to visit." Okay, so then why'd you only give 3 stars?
Yeah.
Here's the rest of the review. I saw a little black and white stray cat hiding under one of the bushes here who didn't look very healthy. They might have had an eye infection. So you took away 2 stars because of the cat?
What?
Warning to stray cats in Busan. Stay out of the tourist photo zones or get better at hiding in bushes, okay? You're messing up their photos with concerns over your health. Such rude kittens these days, honestly.
Yeah.
어이없다. Right?
Poor cats.
I mean, yeah, the poor cat even tried to hide, but still the commenter had to be a hater. Apparently, the only thing Cheolma has to do to get better online reviews is attract some cuter stray cats. What an insane thing to write
Oh,
a bad
no.
review over.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's a ridiculous controversy right there.
Yes, right?
Okay.
It's very sad.
Oh my. Where else is you guys think is an underrated place, guys? Text us and let us know. If you have an underrated place, let us know.
Yes.
One underrated place that I want to share right now is actually by the Oryukdo ferry docks. Do you know how
okay.
there's like a big parking lot there?
Yes.
Yeah, so I know Busan locals know of this place very well. And maybe the tourists might know of the Oryukdo Skywalk.
Yes.
Because that's been well advertised. But there's a huge parking lot down below where you get to see some great scenery as well.
The parking lot, is this closer to the huge apartment complex?
But it's all the way down. You got to go all
the way
down,
to the
down,
end.
down, yeah.
And is that where you're then connected to the path of Igide, Oryukdo to Igide, that hiking trail?
Yeah, but it's all the way down. Yeah.
Further.
Further down.
Okay, further down.
Yeah,
I
you
think I
could
know what you mean.
Practically see, you could jump into the water if you wanted to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which would be dangerous, and we don't
Right.
recommend it.
No.
But you could.
Yeah, but it's a nice place to kind of chill before
Okay.
hiking up to the Oryukdo Skywalk.
Yes.
Yeah.
And very refreshing because it's so windy right there.
Oh, it's super windy.
So windy. Don't
Right.
wear a hat.
If you have blankets to kind of dust off, then come and go to Oryukdo Skywalk. Not Skywalk, I mean Oryukdo parking lot. Yeah.
The parking lot.
Yeah.
Yes. Hang out in the parking lot. Doesn't seem like traditional advice.
No.
But
Yeah.
yes. So similarly, if people want to see how real modern day Koreans live, go to the local hotspots, then Samjeon must visit, in my opinion.
Samjeon is where all the MZs hang out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
All the hip cafes are. It's where you want to see trending fashion items as well.
Absolutely, right? So a lot of people, they come to Korea to shop. And, if you've ever been in specific stores like the Katok store, you've witnessed probably international tourists buying like 12 Chunshik dolls. So then you know what I'm talking about,
Chunshik
right?
is a character?
Yeah, his character. Oh boy. Somebody help David out. He doesn't know who I'm talking about. But anyway, the Samjeon Jia 1층 shopping is already known to visitors, apparently. But they seem dissatisfied.
Oh, why?
Okay, here's the review. If I wasn't staying in Samjeon, I wouldn't travel all the way there just for this. There aren't a lot of food options within the underground mall. So,
Okay.
David, this is going to sound crazy, but I don't know if this person has heard of the thing called stairs.
Stairs?
Stairs. I mean, they're pretty
Stairs?
magical, right? You walk up the stairs from underground, and there's a whole other world above ground.
Really?
Mind-blowing,
My
right?
gosh. Wow.
Yeah. And so this magical world that exists above Samyeon Jia 1층, so many restaurants and cafes, many of them famous on Insta. I get, like, do we need signage? Restaurants above ground, this way.
Please walk up to see the whole new world of Samyeon.
Yeah. So I don't know. We're hating on that area. Yes.
But before we maybe talk about Samyeon more or about the 카페거리 more, we had Daily Scotty-님 texting in saying, I like 기장 용소 웰빙 공원. Have you heard of this place?
Yes.
용소 웰빙 공원.
There is a lake, not exactly in the middle, but
Is it like a
the
reservoir?
trails. Yes, it looks like that, and the trails go around there.
Oh, I've been there.
Right?
I've been there in the winter, and this reservoir was half frozen,
Oh.
and it looked really cool.
Yes.
Yeah, really
right?
interesting.
It's a very cool photo spot.
yeah,
Also.
It is.
Yes.
All right, so back to Samyeon.
Okay, so if somebody really doesn't want to go to Samyeon or like Jeonpo Kapegori, then Oncheoncheon also has Kapegori.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And it's also underrated. So, I mean, if people talked about how it's like a flood-prone area, I'd get it. Because, you know, that is a real issue to be aware of in that area. But no. Literally no one is complaining about Oncheoncheon flooding. But there were many reviews referencing how it is not upscale.
Upscale? How upscale do they have to be?
Right?
Was it like pavements made it with gold, 24K gold?
Maybe.
Red carpets?
So one commenter gave Oncheoncheon Kapegori 2 stars, saying it's not well decorated, nor is it sophisticated. And to me, that seems confusing. So I found another 2-star review, which gave more detail about the alleged lack of sophistication in the area.
Okay.
Quote, the atmosphere of the neighborhood is like I'm seeing a middle-aged man wearing out-of-date clothes.
Oh, no.
John PD, you got to start dressing better. When you go to Oncheoncheon, people see you, they go online, they write bad reviews.
Yeah.
I mean, these commenters never make a 편의점 run in their pukshin jamot, I guess, right?
Yeah, no, you cannot.
So, I mean, to me, if Oncheoncheon Kapegori was like snooty and sophisticated, I would not go.
Yeah.
I would feel uncomfortable. And I think the reason so many people go to Jeonpo Kapegori and Oncheoncheon Kapegori is because every coffee lover is welcome. Tea
Right.
people, I don't know, probably acceptable, maybe.
Yeah. Well, in Korea in general, I feel like coffee is more acceptable, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But sophisticated, I wouldn't. I mean, the only place I would consider a street that's, according to the commenters, sophisticated would be like, I don't know.
When I hear sophisticated, I think
like it's
expensive.
like hotels.
Yeah, like there's a dress code.
Right.
Like if you're wearing sandals,
heels and-
then they'll kick you out.
Oh, no.
You know, that's
Yeah.
what I think of. I don't want to get all dressed up just to get coffee. I'm tired.
Especially
I'm desperate.
in sweltering hot
Yes,
heat.
especially in the heat.
You're going to slip.
Right.
You're going to be slipping in those high heels because all the sweat down there.
Okay. Foot sweat causes dangerous walking
for
conditions.
sure.
Yeah.
All right.
So
What's another spot here that we can talk about?
okay, so this next attraction, it was listed on the travel website Viator as the number 10 best thing to do in Busan.
Okay.
It is Andong Hahuemal.
Oh, no. This person failed geography. This person skipped geography class.
Right, well, I mean, apparently Busan is a much bigger city
Or
than
they
any
had-
of us ever knew. We're all the way up in Gyeongsangbuk-do. Did you know that, David?
Actually, I've been
I
to
didn't.
Andong Haemal.
Okay.
It's beautiful there.
It's beautiful.
But it's at least, I would say, 8-hour drive from here.
yes.
Or not 8 hours, sorry.
Not 8 hours.
Like
if you
6
drive
hour.
slowly.
Oh, really? Because you have to take the 국도 and not the highway.
Oh.
If you take like the local roads and stuff, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
There's
'cause-
no clear expressway.
Right, because I lived in Yeongju and Andong was only 45 minutes. So I kind of know.
Okay. Okay.
But it's far.
At least 6 hours.
3 hours. Okay,
3
my bad.
hours.
I must have drove when
Okay.
it was heavy traffic.
Maybe you went during Chuseok.
Maybe.
And so it became 6 to 8 hours.
Perhaps so.
Yeah,
Oh my.
right. But I
Yeah.
love how this website, they have a little know before you go box on it.
Yeah.
Can I suggest an edit to this site? Know before you go.
Oh, yeah.
Andong is not the same city as Busan.
Oh no. It's
Right?
not.
We got a lot of geographically challenged people out here. That's
Oh,
like
yeah.
saying, I went to Paris. Oh, really? Where'd you go? The Colosseum. Wait,
Yeah.
very confused.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Andong, not in Busan, but apparently number 10, best thing to do in Busan. Go to Andong.
Exactly.
Oh, that's depressing. Yeah,
Oh man,
this is
that
very
person
sad.
needs to be re-educated, or maybe perhaps change their GPS system. Maybe something was wrong with their phone.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a
We're trying to
very
be nice.
challenged phone. They dropped it in the ocean at some
maybe.
point, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah, but we actually have, I see Super Party Pooper Neem has a real Busan place, not Andong. They were saying Imlang 해수욕장 is
Oh, yeah.
their recommendation. Tiny beach, and you can enjoy surfing, plus the nuclear power plant view.
It's a very different view.
It is a different view, but you know what? I kind of enjoy it. I went to a cafe in Gijang, which also had a nuclear PowerPoint view, and it was weirdly interesting.
Yeah, that hotel, they have the nice park route, like where park trail, right? That's connected to the Imnang 해수욕장.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's nice and close by, and it's not super well known, so it's not super crowded.
It's not crowded at all. You can
Yes.
just chill with fam and just have fun.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. It's a very
I didn't
good
know you
place.
could surf there though.
Oh.
I guess at any beach, as long as there are waves, you can surf.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. If
Yeah, I
you
don't
know
the
what you're
surfing
doing,
rules, yeah.
good luck. Yes. Yeah.
Mr. Lee Nim also saying, I think many beautiful and nice places located in the west side of the Busan are also quite underrated, such as 다대포, 삼락 생태공원. Oh, I like that place.
Yes.
The Migratory Birds Sanctuary.
Okay. I like Samlakongwan also because you're near all of the butkot, all the cherry blossoms in the spring.
Are they? Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah,
And
that
also in
area.
Daejeon, they also have all the butkot, all the cherry blossoms.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, also, speaking of Putgot, I think this is also an underrated area for Putgot looking. It's the... oh, wait. 민주공원. 민주공원.
Minjugongwan.
Yeah.
I love Minjugongwan.
Yeah.
Top of Nampo, right? You can see very imposing
Right.
radar.
Really?
So under the radar. Why don't people go there?
Just a note, don't go up to the memorial area and just be taking a bunch of pictures and stuff. You gotta be respecting the memorial area.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, you can take pictures,
Like,
right? It's not prohibited, but yeah,
No, but
don't
don't be so- yeah.
don't be rude about it.
Right, don't be making memes up there is what I'm trying to say.
Yes, don't. That is not the place for ridiculous like dance offs or
Right.
something. Yes, yeah,
More
noted.
more suggestions. Busan 도서관 in 덕포 명지 area. Oh, 명지 area, the new town.
Myeongji, that is so far.
It is far from here. It's also a place that I hardly ever go to. But
I went there one time.
I went there twice.
Okay,
I beat you.
you're the winner. Yes,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of underrated places that we have. I mean, I especially like some of the historical places. Like we've got the fortress,
Yeah.
동네 Upsong. But I know in Korea, people are kind of traumatized, right? Because they had to memorize kings of Joseon. And so when you're like, let's go to this historical place, they're like, oh, history. I had to memorize. But
brings back bad memories.
but
Yeah.
it's very interesting. And really cool view because you've got the wall, the partial wall. You've got the tombs. You don't have to go all the way to Gyeongju. We've got that here in Busan.
Yeah. Yeah, you can avoid going to Gyeongju if you want to see some
Number
tombs.
11, best thing to do in Busan, go to Gyeongju.
Yeah.
So sad.
No, that'll replace the number 10, whoever wrote that.
Yeah. Oh, depression. Depression.
Awesome
Yes.
stuff. All right, I can't wait for part 2 because you have more underrated places that we can cover next week. But
Oh,
for
yes.
now, thank you so much for bringing these to us.
It is always a pleasure, and we will have part 2 coming up next week.
Ooh, nice. You have a great rest of the week, Melissa,
Will do.
and see you next week.
Absolutely. We'll